Well, in Wisconsin in 2020, the black female homicide victimization rate was double the previous years.
Local Representative Sheila Stubbs is trying again to create a state task force focused on African American women and girls and says it needs investment from lawmakers to make any change. Arman Rahman is at the Capitol with the story.
To get a state law enforcement task force created focused on missing and murdered African American women and girls, State Representative Sheila Stubbs says the third time now has to be the charm.
We say no more to the disappearance of our loved ones. We say no more to the lack of resources, the lack of awareness.
That we included the mothers of Janiyah Walker and Sade Robinson, the 19-year-old from Milwaukee who was killed and dismembered last April. Attorney General Josh Kaul requested roughly $180,000 for the task force over the next 2 years, but the Republican-controlled Budget Writing Committee dropped that from the state budget. Stubbs is still pushing for that task force, though, introducing it in a separate bill. It calls for a 17-member task force to improve data collection and develop methods to address and reduce violence.
It is not fair to these victims and their families that they have to continue to wait for this legislature to do something. How much more longer must we wait before the state that we live in decides to do something with the worst disparity in the nation?
The bill now heads to the Assembly and Senate. Tonight at 6, I asked the late Sade Robinson's mother how much this task force means to her and her daughter's legacy. Reporting at the state capitol, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.